Hey guys, Banana Luck here. Welcome back to another Watcher Realms video. We almost are at reset, so just want to quickly talk through about the two banners that are coming this weekend. So pretty straightforward choice for most. There is no replacement for Elowyn. So it's an Elowyn Magmus banner, and Magmus is just Magmus. Nothing crazy, nothing bad either. He's a great unit if you're very early on in the game because 7.9k attack is nothing to be shy of. And the only problem is that he has that stupid 1 tower range and also a very weird ultimate that increases his block, which as a fighter, he's just not going to survive. So he's really not who we want to be pulling, but we do have Elowyn on this banner, and there's really no replacement for her at the moment. I think Elowyn is probably also one of the few heroes that we have the most amount of banners rerun that's taking place. So if you don't have her, straightforward, go for it. But if you are chasing Awakenings, I'll say hold off that. We do have Christmas coming up in a month or so. Probably going to be another 2x 15x banner that's going to be quite juicy. High chance it's going to be the new units, the Bizarboop guy. Uh, he was on the 2x 15x originally that got replaced with Xeris. So maybe we'll get that during Christmas. And yeah, Elowyn Awakenings are great, A3 especially for Samra's Poison Phase, but it's not really necessary. I've reached 200k score in Samra with just A0 Elowyn, and there is hers also in the shop as well, so no point really chasing for the copies here if you ask me. And yeah, that's for the Elowyn banner. Of course, it's gonna be with Magmus, so it's a gamble at the end of the day. Since Magmus is the shittier legendary and probably has a slightly higher drop rate, so you do that 15x rate up, there's a higher chance that you're probably gonna get Magmus over Elowyn. Just bear that in mind, knowing that the odds are not equal. But once again, it's a gacha game, so gamble if you need to. But yeah, no copies of Elowyn. Definitely try your luck on this one. Next one is gonna be Torodor and Pelagius. Torodor is probably one of the best Gen 1 lots out there. Just for the versatility and that insane lot bonus that he offers. So other than giving that same attack speed bonus that Wrath does, faction team members' basic attack has a 30% chance of launching an extra hit. This is the very reason why if you're running a Nightmare team in GVG, it can be so hard to practice against a Nightmare team because you just have no idea when the 30% proc chance will take place. And Torodor has stun in his kit, which just disrupts everything. For example, when you're trying to send wolves down to finish off a Nightmare team, a well-timed stun from Torodor can just stop that and change the entire GVG fight sequence. So very OP lot bonus, and coupled with the fact that he has this reincarnation skill, and if you ever get Torodor to A5, he can do that reincarnation thing twice. And in case you guys have never fought A5 Torodor before, not funny, really tough. You basically have to kill that Torodor 3 times. Imagine if you put a Valk behind that, or if you put a Carnelian on top of that Torodor. It's pretty much going to be unkillable unless you can out BP that guy's Torodor by a far margin. So yeah, Torodor is a great lot, but the caveat here is that we have seen multiple leaks of Nightmare Lord being on the way. We had a couple of death insights where people complaining that the Gen 2 Lords, most of them are like marksmen, mages, and fighters, but there's no like healers or anyone in more of a support role. And the devs actually replied that they took the feedback, but the new Nightmare Lord is going to be a fighter. And if it's going to be anything like Ingrid, which we had blitz the game and change the entire meta of Arena and GVG, we might get another lot that's dual faction. And this time it's going to be a Nightmare lot with probably a chaotic side faction which means that it could still work very well with Torodor, and given it as a fighter, it's probably going to be a damage dealing unit. So that's just something to consider. But do have to bear in mind with the fact that Torodor is already a very insane lot on its own. So I'm not sure whether the lot bonus that the new Nightmare lot will have will be even as good, or will it be something more selfish like Valderon, where only Valderon stands to benefit from the buff. So that's the things that you have to consider, and whether Torodor is gonna progress for you in any way. You can run Torodor teams in GVG, but there are so many other options with Cyrus or Brokir with just any of the new gen lots like Valderon or Praetors. So not really a necessity if you ask me. This is more for the whales who have tons of ancients to spare, and you just want to dump your money on Torodor. Go for it. But in my opinion, the fact that you can actually summon Torodor from rare summons just tells me that it's not really a need for you to go after him. And given that the game always bamboozles us, I can expect the new Nightmare lot maybe in the upcoming month or so, or maybe in the next few months. They always do this, dropping a bait banner and then coming out with the actual good banner after that. So that's my 2 cents. Pelagios is a great unit, great for the Pelagios Codex. As always, all the Codex units, basically you need their like Styx Codex. Sorry, Styx Codex is the only exception, and Boris Codex. But Pelagios Codex, you need Pelagios to do well. Conqueror's Codex, Cyrus to do well as well. Pelagios does well there because he does quite a bit of true damage, and that huge range with his Whirlpool can actually hit the spears on the other side of the map as well. So I would say if you don't have Torodor and you are fresh off PD, might be worth a gamble to just summon on this one. But if you're very near PD, I'll ask you to reconsider. Maybe wait out for the new Nightmare lot instead. I think that's gonna be a lot better. Or even better so, just wait for the next Praetors Ingrid banner rerun, because those units are really game-changing in terms of arena meta as well as GVG. And I don't think Torodor is not going to do that for you. He has a good set of skills, amazing lot bonus, but I think it all boils down to the fact that you can summon him from rares. So really no need for you to actually go out on an ancient banner just to get him, unless you're fresh off PD and maybe you want to get a chance to draw Pelagios as well. So those are the 2 banners. It's basically a gamble at your risk thing. I'm personally not going to be summoning. We're going to continue hoarding maybe for the next 2x, 15x banner. Either that, or it's going to be saving for the next limited hero, which looks like Sun Wukong at the rate that things are going, which is going to be in Chinese New Year next year, probably in like February or so, if we had to guess. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Thanks for tuning in. Do let me know down in the comment section below if you have any more questions on whether you should summon. And good luck if you're doing your summons, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.